Alright, hello again. Alright, the last time I was in Rosebank, which was earlier this week, I chickened out on the drive further. So, this is my trying again. So we're driving through Rosebank. Again, there are no guys under the shed. It's not a good sign. Oh, there are guys on the road though. Ah, that's a good sign. This, well, the vehicles would have trampled a bit of the dust. It's not as thick under the wheels. It's very thick in the center and at the edges. See some persons coming back and starting to do a little cleaning. Might want to close that before I get there. Yeah. Alright, and this is the point where I chickened out. Courage! Dig deep. So we're leaving Rosebank and heading over to an area known as Dark View. Or Dark View it is, I think. Well, people say Dark View. Is well covered-ish. Important bits at least. Wow. This is a lot of ash. And the thing is about this ash, it's not like ash as you would expect from like when you light a fire at home. No, it's when you wet it, it's like sand. Very, very fine sand. It's almost like powder. Somebody compared it with, is it baby powder? I can't remember the name. Something with T. Talcon and talcon. I might embarrass myself. Let me leave that alone. I could see islet again, which is a good sign. I could see concrete through dust. I could see dusty concrete. One lane on this 2-lane road. I could see bits of the big lady, Miss Lassoufre herself. That's that mountain in the background there. My aim for today is just to get to Chateaubelair. I don't know if I could even pass anywhere. I'm not trying to reach Richmond. Courage doesn't take me that far. It's not necessary either. It has some tick in the middle. Well, we know it's have to be careful in the corners here where I'm driving in the center of the road as everybody else is. Along this well trampled path. Try to catch some of what is happening behind me. Try to. Here's what happens when I drive in that thick stuff. Okay, in the thick stuff you get dirt. It's really nasty. That's why I stay in the lanes already prepared. Very, very nasty stuff. There's a vehicle ahead of me, a good way ahead. I have to let him stay ahead a good way ahead so that I can actually see where I'm going. So right now we're passing through Chateaubelair. Oh wow, there's a lot of material here. There's a whole lot of material here. Passing under the Evangelical Church. Heading up the hill from Chateaubelair. Massive ash cloud behind me. I'm really hoping I don't meet a vehicle coming in the next direction. But if I do, you'll probably see what happens when that happens. Once you have to step into the thick bit, you have to stop, because everybody is blind. That's Cherry Hill. I can see La Soufrière. As we take this next corner, you're going to see it in the background, kind of dull. Behind this mountain that looks like if it was completely burnt. A Chateaubelair down there. The colorful houses amidst the ash. Oh wow, this is the stuff you read about in newspaper articles. Not even newspaper. You watch on TV. Oh wow. I'm too close to this vehicle now. Might have to hang out a little bit. I'm gonna hang back. And we're into Chateaubelair already. Chateaubelair. That's the road to Galba. You would see it in my video. Let me see if I could breathe it out this time. My video that I did on Chateaubelair. That muffled me a whole lot. Don't worry, it's not dusty inside here. My beast is old, but it's sealed. Turn off the AC though. I don't want to pull all of that into the system. I'm trying to get through this with little to no editing so I could drop this and the previous part at once. That would be lovely. I hope I can do that. So if I do get through that, this video is not going to have a whole lot of text and different music and all of that, so you might hear it go silent or I stop talking, or you might hear my voice going on and on to rambling on, just trying to cover silence, because it is very quiet here. Very, very quiet. So far I've seen 2 people. And that's one of them. seeing the 4-inch blocks which became 6-inch blocks because of the amount of ash on them. Somebody is camping out at home. I'm going to have to wait this out. I don't want to stop this video, as I don't want to have to join a 4K video back together. It's going to take forever to save. Please keep driving. I see about 3 inches of asphalt on those roofs. You can see it at the edge of the galvanized. Well, these were clean. These on the left hand side were clean. That car no doubt was cleaned off too. Wow. Let me see if I can clear that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Looking at some land somebody had already molded for farming, so you're seeing the farming rows, but everything is just grey. It's a really, really strange sight. It's like snow, just dirtier. So far we haven't met a vehicle coming in the opposite direction, which is great, because on these narrow and heavily covered roads that would be quite nasty, because there's no avoiding the dust from each other. Remember again, this is not the main road, this is the bypass, because of the bridge construction, or bridge repairs, bridge reconstruction project. Okay, I see he touched the tick bit, so I have to hang back. As you see, I can see nothing. It's a little better now. If I could get to fit use, that would be great. That would definitely be great. Absolutely everything is covered in ash. I'm seeing grey breadfruits on that tree. Yesterday I was under a tamarind tree. I actually got tamarind this time, or tamarind. But you couldn't tell which ones were ready and which ones were green. Well, the green ones are ready too, depends on what your taste is. But I like my tamarind a little, they call it half ripe. Some people think that's a very strange term. But half ripe, where it's just starting to get brown, and I call it the flesh of it under the shell is still thick.